can't really sit here and tell me that these apostles sat down and wrote the Bible that you're reading. Quote here to everybody.
Good. Say it one more time.
You're reading the opinion of someone who copied it down in like the 13th century. You're going to sit here and tell me it's an eyewitness and comparable to the Holocaust? There's people that were at the Holocaust. There's people who come out here who've been through it. Those people are eyewitnesses. You're talking about the opinions of someone else who wrote down what you're talking about. That's ridiculous. You can't even compare the two.
So when were the Gospels written?
The Holocaust?
When were the Gospels written?
There was live accounts of that.
When were the Gospels written?
The first was written, I'm sure, a long time ago, but the Bible you quote was recopied in like the 13th century by the Europeans.
Really?
Is that wrong? Am I wrong?
So is that what we base our New Testament today, the King James Version? Is that your point?
That's what I thought.
Well, who told you that, or how'd you learn that?
No, okay, so answer me. So this is direct quote. You're giving me the word of God right out of Jesus' mouth.
No, I never said that. I never said that
yes,
once.
You did.
No, I did not.
Jesus said this, Jesus said that.
I never said that the Bible's a word of God. I said the New Testament are accurate historical documents. I have never claimed that the Bible is the Word of God. I could never show that. So I never claimed that out here. Instead, what I've claimed is the Gospels of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are historically reliable documents.
You're talking about someone who told someone else who wrote it down, and then someone else about 1,000 years later looked at it and said, gee, I think he said this and wrote it down. How can you take that as your life's fact and go around quoting Jesus? You don't even know if that's what he said or not.
All right, good, fine.
And then you compare it to
Let me
the
answer you.
Holocaust or somewhere where we have literal witnesses. You can't do that. That's a historical abomination. That's ridiculous. You're comparing apples and oranges. And I know you go from place to place and you've heard all this. You've heard all these questions. Everything we say you've heard 100 times and you got your patented response for it. But you have no historical basis at all for any of this crap you're dishing. Yeah, go for it. I've been waiting.
The Gospels that we have in English today have nothing to do with the Latin Vulgate in the 13th century. The Gospels that we have in English today are based on over 5,000 Greek manuscripts or pieces of manuscript dated from the 1st century through the 10th century. Greek. The New Testament was written in Greek. Remember Alexander the Great? Before Jesus was born, Alexander the Great did a good job conquering the known world. And he made the common trade language Greek. So the New Testament Gospels were written in Greek. So we don't have this little telephone game of going from Greek to Latin to French to Spanish to English. No, today we have over 5,000 Greek manuscripts or pieces of manuscript from the 1st century through the 10th century, all agreeing to an infinitesimal degree that is the basis of our English translation.